Here I have a Garmin Zumo GPS module, and it says GPS will power up but does not charge the battery. So we'll test it out. Okay. So I applied the power and it turns on. Okay. So I don't see any, how do you tell if it's charging or not? And where's the battery? Is it in this module and this? I'm not sure. Yeah. That's like the symbol. Let me just check online to see. So it does have a battery because I'm going to turn off the power supply. And then it says low battery and says it'll shut down. So there is a battery. I took off this thing, and it turns on here, so the battery's in the main thing. Okay. Looks like it's using some sort of Torax screws. So we'll test it out. Okay. So here's the main battery. And let's test the voltage on that, because it won't charge if you have a dead battery. So here's the contacts. So we have 3.6, and right here it says this is a 4.2 lithium battery here. So I would say replace the battery, because it won't charge if you have below a certain voltage. And right now I'm measuring like 3.6, which sounds a little bit low to me. So maybe I can try to inject some voltage in it. Yeah. Okay, let me try to inject some voltage just manually. So we'll inject 4 volts. And right here, there'll be probably a couple. So this right here is the pause in the. Okay. If I put them here and here, it's taking about 700 milliamps. So I'm just gonna charge this up. So I'm just gonna open up this case here. This has some circuitry stuff, so has these screws. Okay. Okay, and then right here we have some screws on the back. So let's take this off. I think this is like some sort of speaker or something, because it has an audio in, and then I do see these little some holes for sound to exit. So I think there could be a speaker in here. But I'm not 100% sure, so. Alright, so here's inside. Let's just test out this circuitry here. We have a diode. Capacitor. Seems to be okay. Yep. Let's check this fuse. Fuse is okay. Check this MOSFET. Okay. Looks like this has been opened by someone already. Okay, we have a capacitor here. Okay. Okay. And these ribbon cables. Okay. So this is the main power input. Looks good. No short. Check this capacitor here. So it's looking like this circuit is okay. Nothing. Nothing out of the ordinary. Yeah, looks okay. Just testing out these components here. I'm not measuring a short. Yeah, it's okay. So that looks all fine. Okay, so I'm gonna assume that it was undercharged battery after that inspection. Put on these screws again. Okay. Yeah, so I tested this board out. Didn't see anything wrong. Tested these components. They seem to be okay as well. So I'm gonna say that the issue is not in here. What you could do is, if you have other board like this, you could swap that out and see if it does charge. And then you would know without opening this thing up. And then if you had a friend that had the same type of motor part, GPS or whatever, you just borrow it for a little bit and test it out. That's called troubleshooting. Is when you know something works, you put it in, see if it fixes the problem, and then you know what part is wrong. Because right now we have two things. We have this module, then we have the main component. So where does the charging occur? In here? Probably. But you never know. Okay, so we're going to reattach the battery and let's reconnect it. Put that down. And then attach the power. Okay, I'm gonna go up to 10 volts. And get my power on here. Immediately when I connect the power, it turns on. And it's taking 700 milliamps. Disconnect the power. Can you? So you can see the power meter there. We have 1 bar. And then when it turns off right there, we're not drawing any current. Turn it on. So let's see if we can shut this thing down. So this is the auditory thing. And yeah, okay. So I press the power button and it goes right off. It's not drawing any current at all. So I guess to charge it, it only charges when it's on. I don't know. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just leave it on. Let's try in 500 milliamps. I'm just going to leave it like this and see if it charges. So I left it on. This will only charge when it's left on, and then after time it will deplete. So the charging circuit is working. Let me just boot it up here, and then I'm going to turn it off the power supply, and we'll see the voltage. So right here, you can see I have 2 bars. That means that the charging circuit's working. You want to charge your battery all the way up by just leaving this screen on, because when you turn it off or it's in standby, it will not charge. Okay? So if you haven't used the bike in a long time, just go for a ride and leave the GPS module on. And then when you turn off the bike or disconnect it, you can see the battery bar. Make sure you have a full battery before turning off your bike. And also it has the USB connector that you can connect and charge that. So during the winter time, I'd bring this module in and charge it up once in a while, just to make sure you have a full battery. So this is a fully functional system. If the battery doesn't still last very long, that's because it was too low for an extended period of time, and then you just order a new battery for this. So it's again, when you turn this off, I already measured on my bench power supply. If it's in standby or there's no screen on here, it will not charge. You have the screen on, it's going to be charging like at 12 volts. But if I turn off the bike or I power this down, so you can see right here, stop charging, blank screen. So keep this on. When it turns on, it starts to charge.
So hopefully this has fixed your problem. If it has, give a thumbs up and subscribe. Also, I am an author as well on Amazon. So if you want to support the channel, you can go to amazon.com or .ca and type in my name. It's Benjamin Newson. And I've just recently published a couple books. My very first novel is called Heart of Stone. It's an interesting story about the end times, and this guy's having dreams, and then his dreams become real in a science fiction novel. I also have other book called Unlocking Your Mind about memory tricks for studying techniques, as I'm a teacher, so several years there. And Over the Great Wall, I've written about my life experiences 7 years abroad in China. So have a good day, and I'll see you in the next repair video.